Chapter 6 Manipulation. Half my running lifespan for Shinigami is just look at someone's face and see his name. That would be great, Ryuk. This deal of yours is out of the question. I'm creating a criminal-free utopia, over which I plan to reign like a god for a long time. If your deal would extend my life, then I think about it, but if it's going to shorten it, there's nothing to think about. You ought to have known that, Ryuk. Yeah. I just wanted to let you know that this kind of deal exists. That's all. Gotta get out of the way first, because I don't want to hear any. You never told me that belly aching later. By the way, you can make the deal anytime as long as you have the Death Note. Gotta get it out of the way first. In that case, shouldn't you tell me that kind of stuff as soon as we meet, or write it down in how to use notebook? That was a little late, wasn't it? Yeah. Even though I'm a Shinigami, has never been afraid of me or tried to kiss my butt. When it comes to stuff like this, he totally gives me a hard time. So, you got anything else you ought to tell me in advance, Shinigami Ryuk? I'm not going to be hearing about any more rules or deals later, am I? No, that's all, probably. That's too bad. Too bad. If I could have your wings instead of your eyes, I might seriously consider that deal. To have wings and fly at will through the skies. It's godlike, isn't it? It's a dream human beings have had since antiquity. If you sprouted wings and started flying around, people wouldn't notice you. To notice, the cops would catch you just for that. I was just joking, Ryuk. Still, if I kept cutting deals on the eyes and wings and stuff, next thing you know, I'd be a real Shinigami myself. That would be pretty interesting too. Don't worry, Light. Even without doing that, you're already a fine Shinigami. Well, from what you said, I seem to be working a lot harder than most of the other Shinigamis these days. But don't lump me together with you guys. I'm using this Death Note as a human being for human beings. I got it. I've just figured it out. How to find out the guy's name. The one who's been telling me. It's 5:20 tomorrow, Saturday. I have plenty of time. What you gonna do after writing the cause of death details should be written within the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds, right? First I need to test how far I can go with the details of death, using the stock of criminals I kept for times just like this. If the guy who was following me decides I'm innocent, I won't be investigated again for a while. The second time around, they'll be a lot more thorough. I've got to take advantage of being shadowed now. The next time, it may be too late. Yes, it's me. 6 more persons. Heart attacks. That's Kira. Another 6 damn friggin' Kira. What? 3 of them did something we've never seen before. What do you mean? I thought you said they were heart attacks. Well, cause of death was cardiac arrest in all 3 cases. But right before they died, one drew a picture of another, left something like a suicide note. Hang on, I want to put stay into detail here, okay? Tell me slowly. Victim's name. Okay, Masaki Shirami. Oh, the Irishness. Yeah, the one who killed 30 people in the homes. Yes, Shun cut his finger and drew a big circle on the wall of his own cell in his own blood with 5 pointed stars. Yan the Can left a notebook. I don't know what to call it really. Yes sir, I'll send you a copy, but the criminals here knew about Kira, so there's nothing special interesting in my opinion. What pulling them on was Yoda. he managed to escape from the prison, and get to the public toilet 30 meters away, only to collapse there. What is it? What 30? News just in: 3 unusual cardiac arrest victims. Unusual. I will send you the images of the pictures. No thanks. And now we're expecting fear of Kira. It could just be the criminal acting on his own, but Kira can control the time of it. Can he also manipulate victims' actions right before they die? Chief, regarding the latest victim, please tell me the media that cause of death was cardiac arrest and nothing else. There's a possibility that Kira used these victims to test something. We don't want to let him know if he succeeded or not. Alright. Use them to test what? Jeez, treating human beings as lab rats. It's abnormal. If he was using his criminals as guinea pigs, what was he planning? Look at this Luke. My test results are already entered into my dad's computer. It turned out exactly what I expected. The death note's really useful. What kind of results are they? One guy escaped and went to the nearest toilet like I wrote in the notebook. Another guy drew the same picture I drawn into the notebook on the cell wall. Another guy left a note using the same words I wrote in my notebook. Those 3 did exactly what I wrote after. After writing heart attack is cause of death as the cause of death, the time of death was probably what I put to. For the other 3, I deliberately wrote in practically impossible details. One I wrote dies at 6 PM today in front of the Eiffel Tower in France. Physical mouth for someone who was in Japan, who was in a Japanese prison at 5:30 to die in France at 6. So that didn't happen. He just died of a heart attack. Then for the next one I wrote, draw the perfect likeliness of L's face on the prison wall, but you can't draw someone you've never seen. For the last one I wrote, writes, I know that L suspects the Japanese police. I thought this one might work, but since it didn't, means that he couldn't write something that he himself didn't know or think. In other words, even with the death note, you can't do something that isn't possible, but actions that are unnatural for that person can be written into how they die and how they do them. Well, these 6 were practices for the real test. The next one decides it. I'll get the results of this in the morning paper. L and the cops won't be able to tie this one together. And L will never guess what I'm really after here. I'm sure of that. Mr. Super Sleuth will be too busy trying to figure out the meaning of the picture and the note left by those other victims. They don't have any meaning, of course. If Kira used those criminals as a test, he's about to start something. If he does make a move now, it's possible the FBI will notice someone acting suspiciously. But if these deaths weren't a test, but another purpose, this note and that picture might be some kind of message. They said, Lord have mercy. Do what I can. You know it, killer. Know about it. You're up so early for it being Saturday late. I'm going out. So I went to bed early last night. You got your test results. This death note's amazing. Look at this. It happened precisely the way I wrote it. Now, let's hope the guy follows me again today. I'm pretty positive he will. There's no point shadowing me only on weekdays and then not watching what I do on my days off. He can't clear me until he does that. Now for the main event, I'll use the guy I saw on the news last night, a drug addict who tried to rob a bank and failed, shot a teller, and 2 customers escaped. He's perfect. 9 o'clock. It's a little early, but I'll try a few any. Take whoever answers. I'll try a few. Girls. This might surprise you, but I'm pretty popular with the ladies. Light. Yeah.